In this video, we will walk you through how to choose the right projector screen for your home theater or media room. Specifically, we will discuss the options from one of our favorite projector screen manufacturers, Stewart Filmscreen. Now let's get started. Stewart Filmscreen has been in the industry for over 70 years, and they are generally considered the best in class and used by most of the top home theater designers in the entire world. But don't take just our word for it. Did you know only one screen company has won an Academy Award for their screen? Yes, it's Stewart Filmscreen, and they have not only received this prestigious award once, but twice. When you look at the list of Stewart customers, you'll see a who's who of movie studios, content creators, and movie houses along with NASA, the Smithsonian, Dolby Labs, Disney, and hundreds of names we know and trust. You might be thinking, do I really need a projector screen? Well, to get the most out of your projector, you absolutely need one. Sure, you can project it on a wall somewhere, but we promise you, you will not be satisfied with the results. Your wall must be perfectly flat, free of even the slightest blemishes or bumps, and painted to perfection. And even still, your wall will not reflect the light properly from your projector. And a well-matched screen will always win every single time. A projector screen will enhance your projector's image with higher resolution, better color accuracy, more brightness, texture-free image, and so many more advantages. Now for this reason, your projector screen is not only needed, but is actually one of the most important components of your home theater or media room. One of the first steps to determine what screen you will want is to consider the aspect ratio of the screen. You should ask yourself whether you will primarily be watching movies in your room, or if you will watch movies, TV, sports, and other programs as well. If the answer is movies, we usually recommend using a 2.4 aspect ratio projector screen for a better movie watching experience. If you will be mainly watching sports and news, a 16:9 screen is a better choice. However, this rule is not always set in stone. For most people, the answer is that they will use the room to watch all sorts of content at different aspect ratios, which then turns us to analyzing the exact room dimensions and space for your screen. In situations where you're constrained width-wise but not height-wise, we generally lean towards going 16:9 because you can get the bigger picture for 16:9 without sacrificing width for widescreen movies. Whereas if you're constrained height-wise but not width-wise, we generally lean towards a 2.4 screen to allow us to fit the biggest screen in your room without compromising viewing angles from any rows of seating. Now, if you want to learn more about aspect ratios, we'll leave a link in the description to a video that we made that goes super in-depth on that entire topic. However, the absolute easiest way to help you visualize and determine which aspect ratio you want your screen to be is to use our free home theater design tool at audioadvice.com. Now in the tool, you can enter your room dimensions, seating layout, speaker layout, and select your brand and model of projector. From there, you can change your screen size and aspect ratio to see what fits in your room. The tool also allows you to view the screen from your main listening position and toggle on a sightline visual if you have 2 or more rows of seating. The tool automatically will adjust and show you exactly where to place the screen as you switch back and forth from 16:9 and 2.4. If you have more than one row, the tool will show you the sightlines and calculate the bottom level of the screen so that the back rows can see over the front rows. As you change the screen size and your seating location, you can easily view the immersion level that you wish to have. Now, of course, if this all feels a little bit too intimidating, our team of experts are available in stores and online at audioadvice.com to help you out. Next, let's discuss screen size. If you want your room to feel like the movies, bigger is usually better. We've done a whole in-depth video on screen size and viewing angles that will help you determine the best screen size based on your room dimensions and viewing angles from your seating locations. In that video, we review all the calculations and considerations to determine the perfect screen size for your room. We'll put that link in the description below if you want to learn more about how to accurately determine the best screen size for your room. Or just simply reach out to us and we'd be happy to help you out. The next step in picking out your screen is to decide if you want it to be acoustically transparent. All commercial cinemas have the main front speakers behind an acoustically transparent screen. Now this makes it seem like the sound is coming right out of the picture, which is a great effect. Now in the home environment, in-wall speakers or relatively thin speakers can be used behind an acoustically transparent screen. Or if you have enough depth in your room, you can actually build a false wall and hide your big speakers behind the acoustically transparent screen. Within the acoustic transparent screen family, 2 types of screen material allow the sound to pass through. The first is a woven type material that looks similar to speaker grill cloth. With this type of screen, you can place the speakers pretty close to the screen, making it a great choice for in-wall speakers. Now the second type of material has tiny little holes in the screen. This results in a flatter screen surface, which video purists argue gives you a better color saturation and detail. However, with this type of perforated screen, you will need to have your speakers a little bit further away from the screen versus the woven screen. We typically will place these screens about 8 to 12 inches in front of the speakers, depending on your setup. That perf type screen also has some high frequency roll-off, so if you do go this route, you're going to need a surround sound processor or receiver with some room correction. With either type, we recommend putting some dark acoustic panels over the back wall, or if you do in-wall speakers, most of the time you will remove the grills and make sure everything behind the screen is perfectly black. The effect of an acoustically transparent screen is just fantastic. It requires more planning, and a good acoustically transparent screen can cost more than the same sized non-transparent screen, but if you have the budget and can set things up this way, it makes your home theater feel so much more like a commercial cinema. Stewart Filmscreen sells over 30 types of screen materials optimized for the exact situation that they're used in. They have the ability to make custom screens, manufacturing their fabrics in their factory in California. They use custom proprietary formulations involving a unique multi-layer system for a perfect picture and high performance that lasts for many, many years. You'll also see differences in types of projection screen material color when looking at the front projection screens. You'll find white, gray, and even almost black screen surfaces. You will also see a specification called gain, usually expressed by a number from about 0.8 to 2. Gain is a measurement of the reflectivity of any screen or projection surface. The gain number represents the ratio of the light reflected from the screen compared to the light reflected from a standard magnesium oxide board. Therefore, a screen with a gain of 1.0 will reflect the same amount of light as a white board. A screen rated at 1.5 gain will reflect 50% more light than that of a white board. A gray screen with a 0.8 rating will reflect 80% of the light from a white board. Each of these types has an environment that they are best suited for. The most common type of screen will have a white surface. Within white screens, you're going to find gain specifications from around 1 to 1.4. The matte white types will typically be 1.0. Most white screens provide what we feel is the most accurate picture reproduction. They also have a very wide viewing angle where you're not going to get too much light drop off if you're not perfectly centered on the screen. In the thousands of theaters that we have done nationwide, our top specified gain is 1.3, which is a terrific balance between brightness, area of coverage, and minimizing other performance trade-offs. Now for the most accurate video experience, a screen gain of 1.0 is considered close to perfection. However, the reduction in brightness is usually not worth that minimal trade-off unless you are coupling a relatively high output projector for your specific screen size. The gray or almost black types of screens are great for rooms where you do not have full control of the light coming into the room. While we don't feel these high contrast screens are quite as color accurate as the white screen, if you have a lot of light, they will look better in that type of room compared to a white screen. Now these screens are typically used in a family or a media room where you just cannot make things completely dark, allowing you to have a home theater experience in a multi-use space. Our free home theater design tool will let you change your screen gain, and in return, will do the math based on your projector and its location to tell you how the screen gain will impact the brightness in nits. Now we recommend you plug in your room specifications and test different projector locations and see what screen gains might work best for you, or just have our experts examine your room and make sure you choose the very best one. Now the last choice and type of screen is whether you will have it permanently mounted or drop down from an enclosure. For the typical home theater space, a fixed frame and wall-mounted screen will be your best and least expensive choice. You'll find most wall-mounted screens are available with a black border, which we think makes the picture really pop. There are also now screens with almost no edge, which also looks pretty cool, but requires incredible precision in terms of mounting your projector. Now, if you're doing an installation yourself, you should watch our videos in the description below on how to mount a projector and how to mount a projector screen to make sure you really nail it. For multi-use rooms, you just can't beat an electric motorized screen. This allows you to turn a normal-looking family room into a home theater with the press of a button on your remote control. Now, motorized screens can be recessed into the ceiling for the ultimate in stealth. There are also options where the screen is housed in an architecturally pleasing housing that can be mounted to the ceiling or wall. So, why do so many people use Stewart screens when there are lots of cheap screens available that are usually made in China? Well, many screens out there look good in the center of the screen, but as you look at the edges, you will see distortion or what appears to be a dimmer image. It is extremely difficult to produce a screen that has perfect uniformity across the entire screen, even when it's 90 feet wide. Stewart has decades of experience in creating screen materials that are perfectly uniform. You also don't want the reflected image to change the color accuracy of your image. We have seen all kinds of less expensive screens that alter the color, which you will never see from a Stewart screen. They are just spot on. Finally, you will want this uniformity and color accuracy to exist even when sitting off axis. You don't want a screen that appears brighter and more accurate to viewers in the middle row than they are to those on the sides. Now once again, Stewart is regarded at the very best at this. While some screens say they are virtually seamless, that is not the same as totally seamless like Stewart. Screens are all tensioned, which can cause irregularities at the seam. This can especially be a problem for roller type screens where the seam can create what looks like horizontal bars. But with a Stewart screen, there are no seams, all the way up to 40 by 90 feet, which is just unparalleled in the industry. Projector technology will come and go, but a good screen is like a pair of speakers. It can last a lifetime. Another thing we love about Stewart is they let you upgrade the material and keep your screen frame as technology improves, saving you so much more money. This is especially great for people who have opted for a Stewart screen with expensive masking built into the frame. They keep a record of every serial number and how that screen was designed to mount the frame and can reproduce a perfect copy with upgraded material. Now that's pretty cool. Are there disadvantages to buying a Stewart screen? Well, since they're all custom made, you do have to plan in advance, as it can sometimes take up to 12 weeks for them to make and produce your screen. But there may be a solution for your theater with Stewart's new QuickShip program. Stewart has data on which types of their screens are the best selling. Now they have put together a nice variety of selections that will fit many people's needs. And our team can help you decide if one of their QuickShip options is suitable for your situation. Now these screens will ship from Stewart within 24 business hours of placing your order. Choosing the right QuickShip option will come down to a few choices within the QuickShip models for your new front projector. Now Stewart has also recently added an ultra short throw 16 by 9 120-inch QuickShip screen if you do have a UST projector. But for this video, we will focus on their two most popular screen materials in the QuickShip program, StudioTech 130G4 and Firehawk. StudioTech 130G4 in our experience is our favorite type of screen material for most of the rooms that we do. In a dark room, it will make HDR content look just fantastic. The key is a dark room, as you need good light control for this type of material. Now, if your room has a lot of ambient light, choose the Firehawk. Firehawk will enhance black levels in a room with some light, as it rejects 73% of ambient light. Now next, you're going to need to choose your frame. You will have two choices here, the Wall Screen Deluxe with a 3.25-inch border or the Balan Edge with a half-inch border. Both of these will come coated in Stewart Velux, a light-rejecting material. While the Balan Edge looks cool as it makes your screen look like a huge TV, the wider frame you will get with the Wall Screen Deluxe makes aligning your projector far easier. Now finally, you need to choose your screen size. The sizes offered are all 16 by 9 in 110-inch, 120-inch, or 135-inch in diagonal measurements. If you have more questions, reach out to our team of experts at audioadvice.com via phone, chat, or email, and we will be happy to help you out. And if you're thinking about building a theater, go to our home theater page at audioadvice.com, where you can use our free home theater design tool, see all of our buyer's guides, and watch how-to videos and installation videos. We even have an inspiration gallery and build videos of almost every type of theater room that you could imagine. And when you purchase your Stewart Filmscreen or any other audio or video gear from us, we offer free shipping, lifetime support, and a price guarantee. Now if you've enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss out on any of our latest content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.